So July 2023, my wife has our third healthy child and everything is perfect. December 2023, she's admitted to hospital with sepsis but gets through that okay. Roll on to the summer of 2024, my wife declares to me that although that she's always admired women, she's now sure that she's definitely bisexual. That summer, my wife strikes up a friendship with a lesbian mom at school called Stacy. My wife and Stacy start going running together and my PT wife also starts to train Stacy. Stacy at the time is in a long-term relationship with 2 young children. September 22nd, 24, my wife goes away from a girls' weekend where she gets drunk and exchanged flirty messages with Stacy and tells her that she's bisexual and Stacy is her type. My wife comes home from the girls' weekend an absolute wreck and apologizes me profoundly and tells me that I can leave her etc. and how much she loves me. Not sure what to do and clouded by the fact I was starting a new job the next day, I forgave her. Not sure what to do thereafter. I didn't want to stop my wife from seeing a friend and also not wanting to suppress her sexuality, so they continued to see each other and eventually kissed. Stacy then walked out on her partner S&D kids on October 24th and my wife and her continued to see each other, although they claim they never had sex by that point, something which I have since been given conflicting information from my wife's friend. All through this period, I'm a wreck and we end up having couples therapy. Throughout it all, my wife is assuring me that she wants to be with me and she just needs to explore this and is essentially using Stacy as a vehicle to explore women. Through this period, I tried to stop it, I tried to get out of it, but my wife would always pull me back in through sex. Roll on to the end of November 24th and it's my wife's birthday. I feel like I'm in competition with Stacy, so I spent a fortune on her birthday. She took all the presents and told me how much she loved me etc. I was away on business for her birthday, so she spent the day with Stacy and essentially they had their first taste in public of what it felt like to be a gay couple. My wife lied to me about the extent of how much they were holding hands that day and I now had the feeling that something had changed out of my favor. Come that Friday, I picked up my wife's phone and read messages from Stacy to her declaring her love for my wife and my wife saying something similar back. Over the weekend, my wife left me in on my own with the kids to go around Stacy's when I asked her not to go. A week later, she told me she wanted to be with Stacy more than me. She told me she loves me, how amazing I am, how she's attracted to me still, but this is something she has to explore. The next month was a blur of bitterness between us and trying to navigate where each was living and who was having the kids. 5 weeks later, I've grieved my marriage and all that I've come used to and have lost. I'm trying to keep a good relationship with her for our kids and so that we can co-parent well. Whilst I've accepted her decision and I'm trying to look forward, I can't help thinking back if there was anything I could have done differently to keep my family together. I also wonder, could she have post-sepsis syndrome? Waves of grief for my children and what my relationship will look like with them if she has primary custody of them also come over me. Has anyone been through similar that has any coping advice? I am due to start therapy next week BTW. Got cheated on, twice, life sucks but I'll live. I 35M found out by accident I was being cheated on by my partner 24F due to company IC checkups. She gave me syphilis, and my body reacted to it sooner than her. For some reason she didn't even know about it till I got checked as per routine. This came up during test time, but as it wasn't a full medical, I put due diligence into my self-care. I mean, I didn't have anything to lose, or so I thought. She cried, freaked out, and we got melded to clean up the stee. Me and my loving stupid self forgave her, hoping it would make us stronger. LOL. Fast forward 11 months, a family member got sick, and she pulled away. She got distant, seeing me stressed but not broken. It got bad till we basically called it quits only to have a talk about us over dinner. We melded to issue, rekindled the energy and felt better. I got birthday gifts from her, and we spent Christmas morning together, but we had separate family activities, so decided to meet up the next day. Social media is definitely a double-edged sword. I don't use it much, but my friends do, and lo and behold, her posting a guy on his birthday while my people ask me, "Who's that?" I immediately questioned her about it even though we got a little distant for a few days. We had just been together talking about having a child, planned on proposing mid-2025 before actually having a kid. She denied anything serious with that guy as he's a friend, didn't drink that down but kept calm. I was never a fan of letting others know or meddle in relationship affairs, but IG to the rescue. I reached out to her BFF as it so happened both of them got distant as well. I spilled the beans to BFF and she understood as we kept a boundary of communication that was never bad, and the friend confirmed the second time she cheated by asking about the condom found in my partner during a pap smear. P.S. It wasn't mine. She basically felt sorry for me and told me to move on, said I didn't deserve it and could reach out if I needed to talk, but I've made peace. She saw the pain, but BFF comes before others, and while she didn't stop talking to her yet / maybe, she did give me solace mixed with genuine words, and I'm grateful for that much. Recently married. This may not fall under the traditional definition of cheating, but need help. Was chilling with wife who was showing me her Snapchat chats where she mistakenly opened a chat from one of the guys she is in touch with on Discord, texting her no kiss. I confronted her about this and she said that the guy was just a friend and they used to flirt occasionally in the past and it was hard to put a stop to it immediately. I asked her if I could read their chats on Discord. There were 2 guys she was talking to. She mentioned about the second guy when I confronted her after that Snapchat text, and I asked to read the chats with him too. There were no sexts, but the guys were really simps, asking her for her photos and flirting with her. She would not flirt back with one, but would leave them on and did send a kiss emoji to the other, basically didn't seem to mind getting hit on by other guys. I absolutely do not buy about not being able to put a hard stop on this 3 months into the marriage and 8 months of engagement prior to that. And she texts him back with lines that she never did with me too. I am hurt but also really surprised. She hasn't cheated conventionally, so to speak, but this feels like a betrayal. My wife was upset and wanted me to vent out my emotions and talk to her, but quite frankly I'm still trying to absorb what's happened and just left home needing some time to myself. I was looking forward to this marriage for years after having struggled to find a match, and I get this 3 months into the marriage. I'm sorry if this doesn't fit the classical definition of cheating, but I honestly don't know how to navigate through this. And what to do next. Please advise. Update 1. Thank you so much everyone for your responses. I have been an outside observer of this group for quite a while but never thought I'd ever need to post here. I will be confronting with her later today or maybe tomorrow, depending on my frame of mind, and draw clear boundaries. It'll be a warning for now, but I'll keep an eye on how things go. All th best to me. And thank you to everyone who have contributed to this post. Glad to have such a forum. Much appreciated and sorry if I missed replying to anyone here. Update 2. We spoke and it was a lengthy conversation, of course. She said that she was sorry and there were no excuses. Said that she needed validation, which stemmed from her past relationships, and that she had probably not registered our marriage. I gave her conditions if she really wanted to move forward with this marriage, if she was serious about it, including breaking any contact with the guys. She has agreed and will try to earn my trust back. I will wait and watch. Honestly, I do not know how much time will it take to get things to normal, if it will ever, but it is what it is. I am willing to give her another chance, so let's wait and watch. Thank you so much everyone for your perspectives and advice. Hoping that this will be a new start.